Education opens up a wide perspective and multi-languages introduce a new horizon. There is an exact saying for those who are fluent in foreign languages in the world. In Europe, unlike English, which is the most popular language, German language is now giving people with a lot of advantages. German language is taught in schools, universities in more than 100 countries around the world. As the first and second foreign language of more than 125 million people, German language has been one of the most important languages in the world. Hello, this is Shang Vietnam on VTC Net Việt. I'm Việt. So in today's program, let's talk about a language that is spoken by more than 125 million people around the world. That is German language. And joining our program today, we have invited Mr. Jonas, the first Secretary, Cultural, Press and Political Affairs, Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany in Hanoi. So first of all, thank you very much, Mr. Jonas, for joining our program today. So, Mr. Jonas, we know that German language has been spoken by more than 125 million people around the world, and it is one of the most important languages in the world nowadays. So, could you please share with us the development of German language?
As you know, German is spoken not only in Germany, but also, for example, in Austria and parts of Switzerland and in other countries as well. We, from the German government, believe that German, our language, can open the door to Germany. So in the past few years, the German Federal Foreign Office has invested a lot of funds and effort into the so-called PASH program, which will help teach German around the world. So we hope that in the future we'll have even more German speakers around the world, or here in Vietnam and in other parts.
And we can see that German is being taught in Vietnam nowadays. So are you content with what's going on here in Vietnam?
Yes, we are very. We've seen great progress. German has been taught actually in a few universities and schools for a very long time, but since 2007, the German and the Vietnamese government agreed to start a pilot program, the PASH program, which PASH is an acronym which stands for Partner Schools, and within this context of the PASH program, we've had until now 13 schools, 13 middle and high schools, where students can learn German.
As more and more students are studying German language in Vietnam, so let me ask you, what are the advantages that the students here in Vietnam they will have when they study German language in Vietnam?
Well, I think first of all there are many advantages to learning any sort of foreign language. So I think in our world now with globalization and opening of markets, we all need to speak at least one foreign language in addition to our own. Students learn more than just language proficiency. They learn something about the culture of Germany. They learn something about its history and its people. So it is more than just a technical process of learning. It is also something about the philosophy. And I believe that we in Germany have a good learning philosophy which prepares students, so German learners for the future.
Nguyễn Thế Hoàng, a student in High School of Foreign Language, Vietnam National University, Hanoi. Although he has learned German language for a short time, he realized this language. Today, Hoàng and his fellows received DSD certificates. Since the end of 2013, with DSD1 certificate, students enjoy a special visa granting service, which simplifies procedures for applying to study in Germany. After finishing the preparation for studying in Germany, a lot of excellent majors in Germany will be opened to Vietnamese students.
Tôi đang học luyện thi IELTS thì cái cô giáo của tôi ấy có thể nói là phát âm rất là tốt, nhưng mà cô thường nuốt âm. Tôi nghĩ nếu mà cô học tiếng Đức thì cô sẽ để ý những cái âm cuối, ví dụ như âm tờ, âm CH rồi SCH rồi các thứ. Thì đấy là một cái điều mà tôi rất là thích ở tiếng Đức, là nó giúp cải thiện các ngôn ngữ mà mình sẵn có. Cái thứ hai là đó là mình có cơ hội được học tập một cái nền văn hóa khác, được học tập cái cách suy nghĩ của họ thông qua cái ngôn ngữ mẹ đẻ của họ.
Thứ nhất thì tại vì là hồi cấp 2 em được gia đình định hướng cho học tiếng Đức. Em thấy tiếng Đức nó cũng rất là hay và nó là một ngôn ngữ mà nó không quá phổ biến ở Việt Nam. Nó có một cái sự gì ấy khác lạ với mọi người. Và cơ hội về cạnh tranh thì nó cũng cái này nó tốt hơn là so với tiếng Anh.
Since May 2007, Ministry of Education and Training and Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Germany have applied the pilot program in teaching German as a second foreign language in middle and high schools in Vietnam. In July 2013, representatives of Vietnam's Ministry of Education and Training and Embassy of Germany in Vietnam signed an MOU on promoting German language in education system in Vietnam. To the end of 2013, there are more than 1,400 students in 14 high schools in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City and Hải Phòng teaching German as the first and second foreign language within the initiative School Partner of the Future. This program is organized by ZFA, Goethe Institute and some other German organizations in Vietnam.
Cái việc mà sinh viên Việt Nam với cả học sinh học tiếng Đức để đi sang Đức rất nhiều, và đấy cũng là cũng là dự định của em sau này là được học ở Đức ạ. Thì đó là em nghĩ là môi trường phù hợp và con đường nó cũng dễ dàng hơn so với nhiều lựa chọn khác.
Skills for the Vietnamese students, if they speak German, are quite good. I would say they are very, very high. We know the Vietnamese language is not really connected to the German language. That's why for them it's very hard to learn the pronunciation. It's not so hard to understand or to read, but to speak, that's really, really hard. And I think they do it very, very good. They are very ambitious. They are very interested in the German language and in the German culture as well.
So, Mr. Jonas, we have just seen the students here in Vietnam. They sing, they perform, and they do everything in German language. So, as for you personally, as a German, do you have something to comment on their German skills?
As you know, Vietnam and Germany are quite far apart. There's a big distance in kilometers between our two countries. But when you have young people as today, or also many other people here in Vietnam who speak my mother tongue, of course this is a very, it's a touching moment. But it's also, I believe it's also a moment which shows how far we have come, and it shows that our German teaching programs have been successful. So since 2007, as you know, we've invested a lot into teaching German as a foreign language in Vietnam. The Vietnamese government has recognized German as one of the important languages for Vietnam's future last year.
And we can see that nowadays the government of Vietnam has recognized German language as one of the most important language in Vietnam in the future. So I'm wondering, what are the future plans for developing the German language in Vietnam?
This year, in April, a bilateral commission, so a commission consisting of German and as well as Vietnamese experts, worked on a German curriculum. This draft of German curriculum was presented to the Ministry of Education and Training. And we are still waiting on an official confirmation. Once the MOET has confirmed our German curriculum, then we can move forward. So we could move forward because with this curriculum, the curriculum establishes the framework within which then high schools or middle schools or even vocational training schools can teach German. So it defines standards for Vietnam. So I believe it is very important that this curriculum be quickly accepted, but then of course we also need the support of the departments of education and training, as well as the Ministry of Education and the National Foreign Language Program 2020. And we've had the support in the past, but I think together with these other partners, these Vietnamese partners, we're going to identify further schools vocational training schools, as well as universities and other educational institutions, where we can then see how far we can go, how well we can develop our cooperation.
Well, teaching German in schools in Vietnam is very important. So what about the other activities? For example, the cultural, economic and entertaining activities. This will help boosting the development of German language in Vietnam.
Yes, I mean, of course, if a student, in general, a student or at least his or her parents will ask the question, why should my child learn German? So I believe it is very important to see the perspectives that German can offer you. So of course there's the perspective of studying in Germany, but as one of the representatives of the German businesses said here today to the students, it is not only important that they study in Germany, it is also important that they learn something about Germany to then be able to come back to Vietnam or stay in Vietnam and work for German companies. So this is one area. And as you might know, Germany is Vietnam's largest trading partner within the European Union. So I believe we have many points in common where, or let's say many economic relations which offer a great perspective for students of German. But coming to the cultural part, next year we will celebrate 40 years of German-Vietnamese diplomatic relations. And of course this will also be a moment to celebrate our very strong cultural ties. Many Vietnamese have lived in Germany, have studied in Germany, have worked in Germany, and are now here and live and work here in Vietnam. So I think, we'll work together to develop a nice program. And as you know, also culturally speaking, we have the Goethe Institute, and the Goethe Institute is our cultural pillar here in Vietnam with many offers. And for everyone who is interested in Germany as well as the German language, next week we will have the German Film Festival opening. So everyone is invited to come. I think there are still some tickets available at the local Goethe Institute.
And once again, thank you very much, Mr. Jonas, for joining our program today.
Thank you.
And that's it we have for today's program. And for comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at sangvietnam@netvietTV.net. And once again, Văn Hiệp, goodbye for now.